Shappi Khorsandi, thank you for joining us on In Joke.
Hello, how are you?
We're good. Thanks for coming up.
Now,
My pleasure.
just so we can get it out of the way, your show title, how is the correct organisation of the words?
Yes, it's me and my brother in our pants holding hands. And by pants I mean underpants, and you mustn't call it me and my brother holding hands in our pants, because that has a different image, and that's not what my show's about. I'll get men in raincoats coming to my show, and that's no good.
Have you been getting many of those in previous shows or anything?
Yeah, the ones that have got the name of the show wrong come in Max.
Do you feel obliged before the show starts of just clarifying? And
I do, yes, I do. There is a PowerPoint presentation, and I think hopefully I'll have the actual photo of me and my brother in our pants holding hands on stage with me, and it's on all the posters. I was at the Edinburgh Festival, and this really hot Australian comedian chatted me up, and he said, "What's your favourite photo of yourself as a little girl?" That's not an Australian accent.
That's remarkably close.
that was very good.
I am the Dick Van Dyke of accents. And I said to him, "Oh, there's a photo of me and my brother, and we're about 4 and 5, and we're standing in our pants, holding hands in the dark in a park in Iran." And that sounds quite Dr. Seuss, isn't it? And he said, "Do you want to have a little bit of time to think about that?" And anyway, he wandered off. I never saw him again. But that's a lie. I went out with him for 9 months.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful.
Care to name drop?
No, he lives in Melbourne though. I'm hoping
Oh.
he'll come to my show.
Oh. So it's a bit of a power struggle as well. You know, you're going to go to his show, so you're going to come to your show.
I don't think he's doing a show.
We're narrowing down the list already.
We've given him enough airtime. This interview's about me. So then I thought about this photo of me and my brother in our pants holding hands, and just sort of wrote a bit of a tribute to my brother, because he's been, the last couple of years, he's been my primary carer throughout my divorce, and he's hung out with me a lot, my little boy, but he's kind of stopped now because he got tired of people looking at my son, looking at him, going, "Don't you look just like your daddy?" Which no brother wants to hear, or be in the position of having to. Yeah,
Especially if they get the show titled around the wrong way anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's that. That's my show, and it's kind of a celebration of siblinghood.
And for Australian audiences, we need to understand that pants are underpants.
Underpants, yes. Not just some random photo of me and my brother in our jeans. That'd be really dull. No.
Because then, if you had to clarify that you are wearing pants, there's a bit of a question behind it. Why would they not be wearing pants?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. The show title is something I just thought of. There's not a lot of. I mean, don't come to the show just because you're a fan of pants. Is what I'm trying to say. If you're really into underwear, it's probably not the show for you. But if you were born into a family, it probably is the show for you.
I think that's good. It's a nice broad audience.
Being an Iranian-born UK comedian, you know, you mentioned the divorce. Do you ever feel like you're being pigeonholed into doing, you know, jokes about ethnicity or mum jokes or anything like that?
Well, it's funny. The mum jokes is interesting because I've noticed that when a guy talks about his children on stage, everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's like really interesting." But when a woman talks about being a mum on stage, it's like, "Oh, I've got nothing else to talk about. Okay, so you had sex and like bread, so what?" I used to be like that before I had children. But I do. Thing is, my comedy is very very personal. And I never sit down and go, "I'm going to write jokes about race today." I just write jokes that affect me, and if it is, you know, I'm a very anxious mother, then I talk about being a bit of like, I'm staying in a hotel here, and it's on like the 20th floor, and the first thing I did, I phoned down reception to get duct tape to tape up the windows and the door handles, so that my son, who's 4.5 and knows never to go near a window, otherwise mummy will have a fit. I just duct taped it up, and I'm like, "Don't mind me, everyone," just sealing everything up. So I do talk about being a parent, but I don't sort of I don't deliberately set out to talk about anything. So I don't pigeonhole myself. I am Iranian, I am a mum, and you know, I do live in London, and things come into my show.
So if very personal stories, do you see it as a method of sort of therapy?
No, I think it's doing stuff on. I've learnt this the hard way. Doing jokes on stage about stuff that you're actually going through at that moment is not therapy. It's you need to get off the stage and have a little lie down. Once emotionally I'm past an issue, then I can talk about it. but I did some jokes about my divorce when I was in the eye of the storm on television. Yes, I got told off by a judge in court about that. Yeah. Am I sharing too much?
No.
That's quite a rock and roll story. Just, the judge trying to tell you what to do, man trying to keep you down.
I said, no, shut up, the man. You don't tell me what to do. So I do talk a lot about stuff.
And you came to Melbourne in 2007?
Yeah.
So how did you find it coming over here?
It was great. When I came before, I was like 5 months pregnant, and some women, like me, when they're pregnant, they sleep. I just slept. I didn't see anything. I just saw the road from like the hotel to the venue because I slept all day. Went to the show, came home and slept. But this time my little boy's with me for some of the time, so we're gonna hang out and go to fun things. I've promised him kangaroos.
You're right next to Luna Park at the moment.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Luna Park. It'll be great.
People haven't died there for years, so it's all good.
Yeah, it wasn't that the roller coaster was built in 1547 or something.
Just after colonisation, they got here, set up tents, and went roller coaster. That's all we need.
Yeah. Then we'll work on fresh water and.
Yeah. All that stuff comes later.
And do you explain to your son what it is you do? How aware is he of your job?
Yeah, well, he kind of, he's older now and he's got used to me going out. But when he was little and he would get sad about me going out at night and not putting him to bed, I'd explain what I do and why I do it. And the way he worked out, went, Mummy makes people laugh to buy me chocolate. So I make people laugh to buy him chocolate. When you're a working mum, you really have to, it's kind of a bit sad because you have to really impress upon your children why you work. To make money, to buy you the things that you like. And so he kind of understands that I have to work to buy him stuff.
Yeah.
And he comes, he's on stage with me sometimes when I'm on tour. He comes and does a little song that he wrote. He's kind of bored of that now and he's really into like stupid things like maths and spelling. Yeah, really.
He's not following your footsteps.
I need to knock that out of him.
Yeah.
Kids 4 plays chess, weirdo. I'm sort of I'll make a dancer of him yet.
Shappi Khorsandi, thank you so much for talking to us and your show, Me and My Brother in Our Pants Holding Hands.
Yes, it's on at the supper room during the Edinburgh...
the Melbourne one.
Melbourne Festival.
Festival,
I'm
the Melbourne
jet lagged.
version.
Are we not in Edinburgh? But you sound so Scottish.
Aye.
Thanks so much for coming in.